Now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as for the tradition, we will first invite the guests of the chair, and we begin with the Prime Minister of Canada.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister, for that introduction, for your hospitality, and for your leadership in this vital forum at this historic time, and your leadership over the years and going forward. Your Royal Highness, Your Excellencies, it is an honor to be here. I chose this summit and this visit to Malaysia as my first trip as Prime Minister to Asia for a reason. And that is, like ASEAN, Canada values sustainability and inclusivity in everything we do. And I felt as I walked in to the summit, as I said to His Excellency, that I felt at home seeing the symbolism here. We value a rules-based system. We respect trade agreements and the rule of law. We value the free exchange of goods, capital, and ideas. We're a natural partner. And as one of your earliest dialogue partners, we value ASEAN as the standard bearer of multilateralism. And I just want to say a few words about how we can contribute to building that. I recognize your words this morning. We're at an uncertain time in the world. There's a shift. We don't know the new system that's going to emerge. This is more of a rupture than a transition. It's a shift that's happening in a short period of time. Multilateralism giving way to transactional bilateral trade, a new era of great power rivalry, technological change, shrinking distance, and increasing the fields of conflicts, developments that all challenge the effectiveness of the institutions on which we as middle powers have long relied. It makes ASEAN more important than ever. And it underscores the importance of reliable partners who honor their commitments, who are there in tough times, and when things are not working, who work collaboratively to fix them. And again, I want to commend you, Chair, and in brokering the peace agreement that was announced this morning. A future determined by commitment, not circumstance, again to quote. And colleagues, I would like to just underscore that Canada can be and is such a partner. Let me give an example. A few days ago, I announced our plan to double our non-U.S. exports over the course of the next decade. That's more than $300 billion in new trade, much of which we hope will be with this group. We think we can do that because we have much of what the world wants. We're an energy superpower in both clean and conventional. We expect within the next 5 years to produce and export 50 million tons of LNG every year to Asia, and to double that within 10 years from then. We have domestically an electricity grid that is 85% clean. We will expand that by 50% over the next decade, including with new forms of nuclear power, small modular reactors. We're one of the largest, blessed with one of the largest resources of critical minerals and rare earths, just like many around the table. And part of our partnership offer is to work with you on financing and developing that, including through what we formed a critical mineral alliance, which can provide a secure buyer for these resources so that you can develop them over time. In other words, to be part of the solution. With respect to defense, AI, cyber, just to give context, we are quadrupling our spending on defense in the next 5 years. Much of that will be in the realms of cyber security, artificial intelligence, and the interactions. This is an area where our cooperation is ideal. Let me conclude by just underscoring one thing with respect to trade. President Prabowo, thank you. We concluded a historic trade agreement, our first bilateral free trade agreement with an ASEAN partner, with speed and with ambition. This reflects what we want to do as a government. We will bring the same commitment to bilateral discussions with any of you who are interested, but very importantly, and this is something I wanted to underscore, we would like to complete the negotiations of the Canada-ASEAN Free Trade Agreement over the course of next year's presidency, President Marcos, we discussed earlier, we will put all the resources in. And finally, to supplement your work on digital, on clean tech, and on energy wherever we can, because this is the forum of reason and respect. This is the form of inclusivity and sustainability, and we are keen to contribute in any way we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister Mark Carney, and we will certainly continue these traditional relations with Canada. It's been helpful not only to Malaysia but to ASEAN.